We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Smith to return it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, middle of the field, it's Robinson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. Shifts by him. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor. On 2nd and 12, Brady sets up the screen to Robinson.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Robinson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 26, check 26.
Robinson again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, Fields. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Alec Pierce, 58 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 29 is a Mike. Mike.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run again here with Robinson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the slot man goes in motion left. Robinson up the middle. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady, he finds his man, complete. That's Price. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In motion, the tight end. On first down, Brady. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Second down and goal. Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And now look at him go. The 40, 30, the 20, 10. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, here's Bartlett. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now it's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. Third down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Robinson will try to pick it up, and he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Brady now on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Running again with Barkley on second down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off play action. Fields. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A first down carry for Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Barkley, inside handoff. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check safety, check safety. 29 is the
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
29 is Mike 29.
On 2nd and 10, Brady slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 51 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second and 9.
Rush in. Tighten up.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Play action. It's Fields. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. He's got a man, complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And some room to roam now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Bears, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11.